Okay. So I'm going to wait for y'all to come back in before I get started. Hey, sweetie, I don't know what happened to my live. It was like things just froze. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I couldn't see any comments at all, and it was like everything just froze. I figured I'd just end it and come back. Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming back. Yeah, they they froze me to where I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see the bots, I couldn't see anything, and I knew I could still see people watching. So I just figured I'd end it and start it again. Apparently they don't like me talking about certain people, y'all. Yeah. Yeah, they don't like me talking about certain people. Doggone it. That was crazy. That's the first time I ever seen that. So tell me guys, what was the last thing y'all heard me say, or the last thing before I cut off? Because I noticed halfway through me doing this third row, I stopped seeing all engagement. Okay, so y'all could hear everything I was saying. So they literally shut y'all out so y'all couldn't communicate with me. Two of Swords. Okay, thank you, sweetie. So y'all was rocking with me to the end. They just made it to where y'all couldn't communicate with me. Because I was looking for the feedback, because I like to talk to y'all in real time. They can't stop nothing over here. I like that, sweetie. That's what we gonna use from now on out, since they feel some type of way, they get sensitive. We gonna go with weak meals and sweetie. Yes. So where I was leaving off at, y'all, is thank you for that. Let me know where y'all I left off, where y'all can see me. So we know this is a card of engagement, okay? Family life, relationship, leading into marital, I almost said marital bliss, but hey, and being cut off from that. So it looks like somebody allegedly broke up with somebody and they had a disagreement over a financial agreement. Y'all, I ain't trying to be funny, but this looks like it mirrors the whole relationship with one of those city girls, where somebody get an allowance. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. So why in the world did this Two of Swords come out? Y'all know what's even funnier? I always can see when I end a live how many people are in here watching. They didn't even let me see how many of y'all were in here watching when I logged off. It literally just buffered and then went flat. Show me this Two of Swords and this Four of Wands. This came about abruptly, swiftly, over what? That almighty dollar. What'd I tell y'all? Got into it about a financial agreement. And this is weird because you got the Ace of Swords with the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Cups to the Eight of Wands. That means somebody's wish fulfillment was to come out and tell the truth, and they were going to tell the truth swiftly. So you mean to tell me Week wanted to be the main and not get an allowance? Well, it looks like it may have been an allowance, allegedly. allegedly, and maybe the conditions of that allowance changed. I guess what's that song say? Ain't nothing going on but the rent. Gotta have a job if you want to get with me. Lord, it's getting real interesting. It's getting murky around here. You see how this Two of Swords that came out? This is why I don't just read what hits the table. I read as I shuffle. So you got the Death, you got the Five of Wands, and then you got the Wheel in the upright with the Two of Swords, which means something came to an end, and there could have been a nut if you buck type situation over somebody getting cut off over a financial agreement, allegedly. Said, damn, Mikisha. Man, what? Notice, y'all, all the arguing he did after that accident, talking about how he bumped his head, the brake pedal fell off. He never addressed anything to do with the allegations around him and Switty, as y'all called him, and Switty. He never, yes, no, don't play with me like that. He didn't address it in any shape, form, or fashion. Y'all, as the old folks in my family used to say, great day in the morning. Whoo! You got justice at the bottom of the deck. This is too much. Y'all see this? Ace of Pentacles. You got the Lion, which is strength. You got the Six of Swords, which is moving forward out of a toxic, chaotic situation. So it's like holding yourself together, keeping it strong, moving forward out of a bad situation into a better situation, getting balanced through a new beginning. Once again, attached to money. There's some kind of financial agreement. Something business-like that got to, oh, Lord have mercy. As soon as I said something business-like, okay? Something business-like. Yeah, he's fighting for his life on Twitter. Yeah, Naughty Bill selling the oop. And a oop. Hey, Mystic Reads. Yeah, I had to take a moment of silence on that one. I just sat up here and said that there was some kind of financial agreement, like a business agreement. Justice for us, don't laugh like that. Jesus. Oh. And all I could see in my head, y'all, is when him and Diddy was by the pool and he was like, I like that, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Y'all. Y'all. What? Did you see the video? That's exactly what I just said. That's all I can see in my head is them by the pool. It's like, I like that, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Oh, oh, oh my word. Oh my word. Sweetie? Sweetie. I guess you do like that, Daddy. Oh my word. Frosty, this is the second live. They froze my chat to where I couldn't see nothing that y'all was saying. So I had to stop it to start over. Jasmine, see, I don't even want to hear the audio. They mentioned it in the last live, and somebody said it sounded like slapping pancakes, and it took me forever to get my mind right after reading slapping pancakes. Right. No man, especially straight man, lets another man keep calling him daddy like that. Especially on camera, going live for everybody else to see it. And y'all, you got to pay attention to the mannerism when he said it. Like he do a shoulder shimmy with it. Like, I like that, daddy. Yes, daddy. Oh my God. Now, when you got the high priestess here coming out right before you get justice, y'all. Now, didn't they just say Meek had a phone call with the governor the other day? Mr. Prison Reform? Makisha, that's what we gonna call him. Oh, not as giving Usher. I've never seen Usher do the shoulder shimmy talking about, I like that, daddy. Oh my gosh. Yes, Makisha. He was looking over his shoulder like, if you don't shut up, but he couldn't say nothing because of their arrangement. Oh Lord, now weak been getting swallowed in large caps. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all, didn't he just say he had a conversation with the governor? With this justice and the high priestess. Makisha, did you talk to law enforcement? Hold on, y'all. Did Makisha talk to law enforcement? Y'all, look at this. Hold on. I'm gonna do it from the top so y'all can read this. Look at this. Two of Cups, the Emperor, and a Tower. Not Alexa play Daddy's Home. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. Oh my gosh. The Tower. Now, real talk. My spirit guys is messy. Y'all know who the Emperor is of the deck, right? The Emperor is the father of the deck. This is Daddy. A Tower to Daddy. And the Two of Cups. And I just said, did he talk to law enforcement? Now, I was asking y'all, didn't he just say he talked to the governor? What did you talk to the governor about, Makisha? Somebody considering their options, and this ain't just about love. This is about abundance. Yes. This is looking like he may have spoken secretly to law enforcement about Sweetie. Yeah, allegedly. He spoke to them about Sweetie. So Miss Angel, can you tap in Usher's energy? Because I want to know. Lord. Yeah. They always take me to the weird side of the mountain. So academics said he sent the popos to his house the day of the tweet. Get out of here. So how you gonna be a goon and a you gonna be a goon and a snitch at the same damn time? How does this work? Yes, that smoke is smoking tonight. See, y'all see what happened when I light that cigar and I asked for justice to smoke out the business, y'all. Can I tap into the energy between 50 Cent and Beyonce? He alluded that she has been passed around. I can do that after this. I sure can. Hold on. What did you say? So Makisha, a city girl, tried to get the bag. Honey, listen. Monogram bag at that. And poor little Justin, yeah, on camera. I remember that video with him and Odell Beckham. You talking about the one in the club where he didn't realize somebody was recording him and he popped up like... I remember that video. And that's... and that's Kim's new boo thing that she trying to get to come out and say that they together. Now, Odell be in some very interesting places. Because y'all, I want y'all to remember that Odell was over at Kylie's house the night that all that stuff popped off with Tori and them. Can I tap into Cardi and her next move since the song is a flop? Oops. Okay, we gonna get to it after I get out of the logo channel over here. Makisha, what did you possibly say? Did you talk to law enforcement? Okay, the star also can represent hope, contract negotiations, and agreement. What are you defending, or why are you being so defensive? Because this is like coming out of nowhere swiftly. What are you defensive about? What are you trying to defend? Y'all. Now, I would keep shuffling, but this almost jumped out my head. Juggling and defending what? Okay. Yes, vibrant one. Because all of this will be a great show on that network. Now, this is the powers that be. Remember I told y'all he was cut out of a certain circle, excommunicated. This falls on top of that Two of Swords. So don't be surprised if he ain't at no more of those highfalutin parties. What in the world? Okay, y'all? What in the world? This is how you communicate out in public. You keep it light. Keep it surface level. Well, honey, this is passion. Allegedly. And look what you get out of this passion. Makisha, the independent lady, and sowing seeds for a bigger future harvest. Somebody who was funding your dreams. This is I want y'all to understand. The independent woman, the Nine of Pentacles, can also represent a kept woman. Okay? Helped you with new ventures and activities. Yeah, 2024 is a year of exposure. Towers are falling. I told y'all that. I told y'all that. Going off in this year in 2025, Lord have mercy. So they were slapping cheeks in the building for a bigger tomorrow. Ooh, you better get your last $2 out this situation, because these lawsuits gonna get you fired from your position anyway. It ain't gonna be much left over to give. Oh my goodness. You see this? King of Swords represents the King of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Y'all, that means there's someone telling the truth, about the energy between the both of them. This is some, let me get out of this. I feel like I need a shower, and I literally took one before I got on here. He said we in too deep. That's what happened when I put some smoke on it, y'all. That's why he won't address this publicly. He out here arguing, threatening to pull up on people and fight and pow pow and all of this. But this the one thing that he won't address at all. Can I tap into why 9/11 happened? Honey, 9/11 allegedly was an insurance policy. I ain't gonna say too much more than that. What about the victim from the 1999 Pow Power? Oh, you're talking about the lady who came forward and made the video recently about, you know, taking one here. Okay, well, let me help you out with that. Let's get you out of here. Okay, so, yeah, I feel like I'm scrubbing my mind to get this out my mind. Okay. I saw where is Cardi B gonna go after this, and 50, and we gonna call her Joanne because that's her new alter ego. She's no longer Sasha, she's Joanne. So what's the energy between 50 and Joanne? Now that she's doing country music, she's Joanne. Because we don't want the bots to start botting like never before. All right, what's the energy between 50 and camel face wife Joanne? We're going to try that again. Oh, damn, they're the same cards. Okay, so you got the Sun and the Princess of Swords. So the accusation is that she was allegedly passed around. This is illuminating information that somebody's coming forward to share. What is being illuminated? Yes, that card did fly out. You said it flew out. Oh, goodness gracious. So you got the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. Okay, so that's having the weight of the world on your shoulders and then moving on victoriously. Explain why the weight of the world is on somebody's shoulders and then how they move forward victoriously. Okay, so walking away from a relationship, something that became indefinite. I feel like this whole episode is about to be one big rabbit hole, y'all. 50 knows something. And he ain't gonna say exactly what it is that he know and how he was known. Lord, how he was known. Where did I get that from? What public school education is that? How he knows, okay? How he knows. We'll put it that way. To all of you that know your cards, all of you that are intuitive, you know what this means, right? Empress. Elaborate on this card. Yeah, laying low and spreading it wide. Elaborate on this card. Okay, so the High Priestess. High Priestess represents the actual being, and it represents a very high level secret. And this falls under the Sun and this Princess of Swords. So I'm asking what is being illuminated, and this is a very this is a very, very high level secret. Look at what's attached to the secret, y'all. Ace of Wands. Y'all, DPS finest. Ooh. Oh, goodness. King of Cups. Now, y'all know King of Cups represents a water card. We know he's a Cancer, right? So this is him coming out representing himself. And it's falling under the Ten of Wands and the Six of Wands. So him saying this brought a hardship upon him, but he was able to move forward swiftly and professionally and still work. Okay? Yo, what? Somebody play Magic Stick. Somebody play Magic Stick. Because you got heartbreak, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. That's like being upset because it gets out about, you know, somebody's, Too Short say, somebody's cocktails. Lord. And that explains the depth and the Eight of Cups, walking away from this relationship indefinitely. So it's like she vowed to never speak to him again for speaking about her in this way, not dealing with him ever again. And this is falling under the High Priestess. So it's like this was kept a secret to keep her stability by higher powers that were over her working. You said candy shop? The angel was Joanne served out to number... Ooh. Ooh, justice for us. You're coming out swinging. Ooh, I should never put this down. Let me try a different lighter. I need this to light swiftly. Fortnite, you don't like me smoking, you don't watch. Lord have mercy. Okay. Okay, what the heck is going on over here? I got a lighter over here that's making noise. Hot. Alrighty. Goodness gracious. Whew. Okay, Joanne and 44. So you got Queen of Wands, who is like the fairest of all the queens in the deck. A queen that takes action. She's the most provocative of the queens. King of Wands. So this represents a married couple that is high profile. Okay, that shows that they are a married couple. Y'all. Knight of Cups. Coming to make an offer. Being bound. Bound how? By working commitments. Something came about swiftly. Now, this is making it appear as if this is something that somebody did not want to consider, did not want to be bothered with. They say she had more miles on her than, oop. Why would this be a betrayal? Because y'all, this is covert energy. This is sneaking back and forth, doing things swiftly. Seven of Swords to the Eight of Wands. Hold on. I'm going to do that over because Queen of Cups, Judgment. Y'all, they got some weird stuff going on over here. 50 may have told people a lot more than they thought that they were hearing. Justice, Six of Cups. So this was something that was meant to bring balance to a situation from years prior. Deep sympathy and regret. Once again, somebody cut off. Now, I've been telling y'all that they're deactivating people. They're getting rid of people. They no longer need certain people's services anymore. Okay? Damn, the family is facing justice, y'all. Facing the energy of justice. Because they're being cut off. Look at the forehead. Okay. Y'all. 50 told us something way bigger than what people thought he was saying. And see, notice, I don't know how many of you have paid attention to what 50 was saying. 50 also said that the camel, you know, was the one who was responsible for, how do I say this, loaning her out, allegedly. Let me see something. Okay, so 50, the drama starter. Now, what has Joanne been accused of lately, y'all? You got the fake smiles, and then you got creativity. Creativity says steals ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you. Fake smiles. Said Mr. Quarter, 2 dimes, and a nickel wasn't playing. No, not at all. Yeah, always clocking people's teeth. Uh-oh, where is it? Yeah, you talking shit. But see, he ain't just talking shit. He's spilling dirty laundry. We got a divination abuser. Digging for dirt. So digging for dirt falls under the drama starter. So it's like he makes sure that he has something on everybody. He keep ammunition. Grudge holder, cyber bully. So I want y'all to pay attention to the both of these, okay? Grudge holder, cyber bully. Now remember, I just showed divination abuser. Y'all, allegedly, this looks like someone who will send some energy your way, allegedly. Like, I won't fight you in person, but I'll tap you on the shoulder in the spirit. So it says, talking shit, no facts, never has the facts, make shit up, lie. This is what she wants you to believe. But just know, if he was making anything up, they would have slapped him with paperwork so quick. Same thing with Jaguar Wright. If she's making up everything she's saying, don't you know these people would have had her to and through court 1,000,000 times over by now? Her accounts would have been shut down, taken from her. Let's see, looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting information. So y'all, this is what he do. He should have been a detective, a private eye, because he got the juice on everybody. Y'all, you see what this say? Catch a case. Sexual infection, sexual disease, rash, etc. under digging dirt. This is not somebody you want to be enemies with. This man is the petty god, okay? Remember I said sending energy to someone. Like, I won't fight you in public, but I could tap you on the shoulder in the spirit. Bad karma. Move in silence. Wanting somebody to be quiet. Oh, y'all look at this. Hold on. Same shit, different day, bad reputation. So he's saying this ain't nothing new. This been going on. And it falls under cyberbullying. So it's like you're saying that he's a cyberbully. And she's smiling, but, you know, she's not paying him any attention in public. But allegedly that's not real. Like, she's very bothered, but she would never let us see it. Yeah, this is what she shows us, unfazed. Wolf in sheep's clothing, looking you up, divination abuser, queen rising. Now, I don't know how many of y'all heard the interview where he said she ran down on him. I still laugh about that periodically from time to time. He said that he was talking to the camel, okay? And she thought that they were getting into it, and she hopped over a rail. I don't know if they were like in a theater or something, but she hopped over a rail, jumped down, and came down and ran down on him, thinking that he was getting, extra with her husband. And they were like, "You can't be serious." And he was like, "Nah, she really about that. It really Bonnie and Clyde. She ran down on me, was about to put hands on me, thinking I was getting into it with her husband." So he's saying she's not what you think she is. She's not the sweet smiling face you think she is. She'll really go there with you, right? Now, how many times something gonna allude to Joanne creatively borrowing stuff? Elizabeth say, "I remember that interview." Yes. Yes. We dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. Now, I don't think they meant to put on here protected by haters. It probably should have been protected from haters. But sometimes when things, happen, you actually can be protected by your haters. So, y'all, I would say listen to this man very close when he talks. Okay? Because sometimes things seem extremely crazy, but then they balance out later on down the line. It said, but did the whole mannequin challenge, when her sister was fighting, fighting got her husband. Absolutely. She didn't even turn to look. So Hennessy was about to get tore out the frame on Grammys night. That was the vibe that I got, and that's why she got up out of there. Hey, baby, checking in from Birmingham, Alabama. Hey, Valerie. Hola to you too. Y'all, 50 is hilarious. No matter what, though, I'll still watch BMF. Long as he's still writing a quality show, he can have me watching BMF. So the other question was let's see what happens with Cardi now that she dropped a new song and it didn't do so well. I was saying in the other live before my comment section seemed to have froze and I couldn't see any comments from y'all. I had noticed when I was watching that treatment that the quality of that video was, far removed from the quality that she usually has. If I'm not mistaken, I think at the end it said it was produced by Offset, but it looked like they filmed it themselves. It definitely did not have the same HD quality of what we've been accustomed to seeing her do, which means that the label is no longer investing in her the way that they used to, and it's really obvious that they're not investing in her the way that they used to. Also, I had mentioned that because I watch, all levels of music because I used to work in entertainment, a few of the looks that she had, to me, it was like they borrowed from girls that are on the come up that may not be known by many people, but the whole look with the pink lashes and, all of that reminded me of Tia Corinne. And the blonde wig with the bangs with the side part, Jada Kingdom just had that look like maybe a month ago in the video she released. Not much over, like maybe month and a half ago. Let's see. You said frozen like Elsa hit her. Listen. So when I watched it, it was like the scene where she's walking down the hallway and she has on the same outfit. I can't remember the designer's name, but it's the same outfit that JT had just taken a picture in when she was over, I believe, in Italy, with the pink thigh high fur boots and the little jacket, the bikini like. Um, the video quality and the lighting was not as good as it should have been for that shot. So it really was just it was a wow moment. Also, you could tell that they're not investing in her because they didn't invest in a marketing package to boost her views. Usually when you're at a certain level, and I'm telling you this as somebody who worked behind the scenes, when you're at a certain level, when they put together your marketing budget, that's a part of your PR and marketing budget to possibly boost your views. Okay. There's very big artists that got caught up with this. Bieber, and I want to say possibly Lady Gaga, like a lot of them were caught, boosting their views. So this isn't just something that artists do at the bottom. It's literally added into your marketing package. So I said, well, damn, they didn't even invest in the marketing package to boost the numbers. So don't be surprised, guys, if she does this second album and then possibly gets released or goes independent and then from there goes off into doing more like television and visual type projects. Hey, Kimberly. Well, thank you for being here. Is this a wig? No, it's not a wig. Why is it a bot in every single last one of my lives asking, is this a wig? That, you know what? We could tap into that tonight. I'm going to hurry up and do this Cardi um, reading. And we're going to ask why she went oops upside his head in that elevator. Ah, because it looks fake. I'm sorry, sweetheart, that you're not used to seeing people with healthy hair. This is real hair. This is healthy hair. You see this? This is scalp. You see this? This is real hair, not a wig. Lord have mercy. It's healthy hair. This is what happens when you drink water, take naps, and mind your business. Cut your ends a couple of times a year. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so we got Ten of Pentacles here, Knight of Cups. So we're asking the energy around what's to come for Cardi after this song didn't do so well. So it's like Ten of Pentacles and Knight of Cups is like spending money to offer a product or seeking out money to offer a product. I'm still tickled that I get asked if my hair a wig in every damn live. Absolutely hilarious. Um, is she looking for a new deal or what is this? Y'all, I just said do not be surprised if she is possibly released. Kimberly. I don't think my hair looks like a wig either, but hey. It says black women are not used to seeing other black women with natural long hair. I don't know, maybe where she comes from. I know a lot of, black women, just women of color who have naturally long, healthy hair. Um, Especially women with 4C hair. I tell women with 4C hair all the time, when people like to have that good hair conversation, I tell them that they have good hair. Your hair is stronger than mine. The average person, I won't let braid my hair because they could take my hair out because it's very soft. So I like to see when women have stronger hair and it's healthy and it's long, because to me that is good healthy hair because it's strong. A lot of women would have way more hair if they would, stay away from the hair relaxers and, wearing some of these weaves, because weaves, just as well as relaxers, depending on how they glue it in or stitch it in, it thins your hair out when it's time to take your hair out. Okay, so I see I got a patch of trolls. There we go. So black women can wear a wig and still have a head full of hair underneath. Absolutely. Y'all, I had a great aunt, right? I want to say until I was 10 years old, I never saw her natural hair. She wore a wig that was to here, right? With a hat, to me, which was like wearing two hats, but I digress. I come over to her house one day and she doesn't have her wig on, and she had braids all the way down to here. And it's because she had been, wearing protective styles and wearing wigs all these years, and she preserved her hair by not really doing much to her hair. Okay, that's one I'm gonna get into too. Thank you, Ladrina. What happened to Kathy White? Kathy Karina White, for those of you who don't know, was allegedly a mistress of the camel, and she turned up deceased. Uh-oh. Let's see. Y'all, so judgment in reverse. That's people not faring well with what Cardi is doing and the direction that she's going with in her music. Now, mind you, you see this, the people with their arms raised up, it's in reverse. This is even apparently a lot of people in her own fan base. They're not really liking the direction of where she's going. Yeah, and this is a tower. Y'all, the world, the end. This is feeling like eventually the label is going to cut their losses because it's becoming a liability. And she was pregnant. Well, see, the thing about her being pregnant, Aquarius Love, Cardi was pregnant during a time that she should have actually been striking while the iron is hot. She got pregnant at the wrong time in her career. If she got pregnant now, it would have been a nice time to transition. She got pregnant during the time where she needed to be out there, where she needed to be circulating her name and her brand. And now it's like her time is dwindling. Yeah, so you got the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. That's good for her and her family unit, because it's like through this difficult time, it's helping her and her husband to work on their foundation. But you got the Strength card falling under the Six of Swords, which is like trying to, hold it together while moving on from a bad situation. So I literally just said that don't be surprised if after this album she possibly goes independent, or they have to fund some of their own projects, because this is starting to feel like with the budget, you know, being decreased, or the label just not wanting to invest, they're going to have to spend their own money for this project. Yeah, this is having to invest in your own project, because these people who hold the money, they're not investing. Five of Pentacles, meaning she's out in the cold with the people who create the budget, and this is falling under Judgment in reverse. They're feeling like it's not worth the total investment, what they put into it in the beginning. Thank God. Will Cardi face possible jail time because of her bestie Star Brim? Ooh. And isn't Star out? Didn't Star recently get out? Thank you. I thought I saw that Offset produced this video. I thought I saw that he produced the video. I just said they're going to have to invest in their own project, and that's why the project looks the way it does, because they don't have the major budget that they're accustomed to. And he didn't do a bad job, but the lighting and certain things that a high-end videographer would have keyed in on, it wasn't there, and you could tell. Oh, wow, Cameron says she is, but she currently in a case and she snitched and named Cardi. Oh, wow. Yes, budget got snatched. Star is going to court and should be sentenced. So, dang, she just got out. That's messed up. Star just had this baby, and it's like you're not gonna spend no time with your baby. Members from the hood said her and Cardi are, oh wow. So the members from the hood said they both snitches. Thank you, Elizabeth. Says she won a silly prize. Oh God, because I mean this tower in the end. Yeah. Tap me into this energy around her and Star Brim in this case. So the tower coming down over an opportunity, death, the final transition, a transition through. This ain't looking good, y'all. Six of Wands. The world and the Six of Wands. It's like moving forward towards victory, but it's like something has to come to an end. You can't, this is a no-win situation. You got to lose something to gain something. I'm not going to even answer that question. Honestly, I thought Star Brim had somehow gotten out of jail, since I remember she was supposed to go to jail a while ago and then never went. I thought she already went, Authentically Erica. I thought she went already and she ain't gotten out. So I'm confused. I could have swore she went already. But I do remember Cardi still had that case with the twins over that whole situation with Offset. Okay, so she been fighting it this whole time. Thank you. Something's coming to an end very soon. Okay, this is the card of the truth teller, and this is an unapologetic truth teller. Two of Cups, Six of Swords, strength, um, deep regret, Queen of Swords. So this is like, y'all, she's about to start having problems in some very pivotal areas of her life. This is going to affect her marriage. This is looking like it's going to take a large amount of money. So for her to have to fund her projects right now and have the legal fees that I see coming, this is going to take a large amount of her money. So Cardi is paying for her lawyer. Okay, that's why it's taking a large amount of money. Three of Pentacles. And this is falling under the Judgment, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles not only represents marriage, but it represents a contract. Okay, so we're looking at, anybody know what Offset's sun sign is? Oh, here go the fake hair police. Look at that. Can somebody just delete this person from this page, whoever this is? Talking about how will I die? Hold on, let me get you out of here. Because I don't have time to be playing with nobody like you. Get you right up out of here. Y'all, I see this immensely affecting her her marriage. Thank you, Sagittarius. Lord, another Sagittarius, when they unruly, is something else. Thank you, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. So remember when Cardi had that moment where there go another Sagittarius. Thanks, ladies. Remember when she had that moment where she went off on everybody on social media and it was like she was having that meltdown? It's like she's having, it was rumored, off cheat, had another baby on Cardi. Okay, so there we go. Truth teller about a Two of Cups that you were in union with and creating a family or engaging in to create a family. Bam, there you go. Thank you. You tied that together for me. Like I said, that moment where she lost it and we were all watching. Yeah. It's looking like there's a lot of truth to these rumors. She going through a lot right now, y'all. She going through a whole lot. Let's see. He said, what made Offset choose Cardi? He could have had anybody. Migos was in their prime. You're absolutely right. They were literally pioneers at that moment for what was hot in the culture. Jade was rumored to be hooking up for, yes, I remember that, for his B-Day. And those pictures went out, yeah. And that's the one she caught the case overall. in the first place, which is the ultimate betrayal. I caught a case over you because of this chick and you still out with her. Yep, another industry relationship. Yeah, the industry put them together. I agree. Because listen, y'all, I don't know if any of you remember this. Um, in the very beginning, when Offset did the feature on Cardi's first project, I think that was the mixtape. Yes, that Offset used to want Nicki. That whatever that video was that they did, where she had the long red ponytail and they did a scene where it looked like they were in casino. Remember, guys, they he charged her $250,000 for that feature, and they had a whole falling out over that. And then next thing you know, he bought her a chain that was worth $250,000, and then it seemed like 5 minutes later they was together. Terry Ellis, Angel, I believe Cardi really thought she could take Nicki's spot by listening to the higher ups. Well, that's the position that they were putting her in, but the thing is, to take a spot from somebody who got there from, having a verbal dexterity, you would have to have equal or more talent than that person. Now, Cardi's first album, it was a solid body of work, but you've got to credit the production and the writers. There was a lot that went into that to make that what it was. It wasn't, necessarily what she was doing. Even Bodak Yellow. Bodak Yellow was a flip on a song from Kodak Black. Said no, she actually was in love with him. I don't think it was a problem. You could be put together by the industry and still be in love. I mean, Ike and Tina at one point and another loved each other too, and look at how that turned out. Said Doja Cat gone mad. She switched on us with this evil music, making me think she definitely sold her. So she doing something, I tell you that. He actually lost everything. Just sad. She played herself. There's rumors that Jade, oh my God, that Jade is pregnant. And Love My Ass, Cardi used to like Quavo and had him as her man crush Wednesday. It was a come up. I definitely remember hearing that there was energy between her and Quavo in the very beginning. So I never knew about a man crush, but it wouldn't surprise me. I want to tap into this energy around this whole situation with Jade, because what? That would be the ultimate betrayal, to catch a case over a chick that's messing with your husband and your husband still messing with her and plants his seed. Justice for Us says, nah, Cardi B used her album advance to free and buy Offset out of his contract with Quality C. And then she went on a rant on how he threw his album in her face. Goodness gracious. But to do all of that for somebody, if they were to turn around and get the chick that you caught a case over pregnant, y'all, Aquarius, I got a whole reading on that Lizzo case from the very beginning, and I said that she didn't need to test these people. She should have settled out of court because more and more was going to come out. Bria, what's the energy of Offset and Tekashi 6ix9ine? Seeing that Offset might have gotten Jade pregnant. It ain't no real pressure because Tekashi can't even walk the streets, sweetie. It's Tekashi's own people that want to knock his wig off, literally, because he do wear wigs. I still don't understand why that man was wearing lace fronts. That throws me. Whew. Show me the energy around Jade and Offset. Is there a pregnancy, or was there a pregnancy? Goodness gracious. Okay, so you got the Death card and you got Seven of Cups. That's like something coming to an end because somebody is always considering their options. Oh, and his birthday was his album release party. Wow, and you got her there and not your wife. That's a whole mess. Judgment. Judgment is a final card. Death is a final card. Y'all, the bottom of the deck is the World. I'm getting the energy that right now these two are too broke to break up, and not broke by regular people's standards, but broke by too much tied up and invested. They have too many things to separate. Heartbreak over something that happened in secret. Now, mind you, you see these two women here. You see this woman sneaking up here out of the water. Water also represents deep, heavy emotions. Taking a leap of faith. The Hermit. Now, in that moment, she was trying to tell us that she was single, but notice this person is, closing a laptop. So remember, I just told y'all during that time that she had that rant on social media. Because situations were enlightened or exposed, brought deep sympathy, remorse, and regret. Okay, so the Emperor falls under death, which means either there could have allegedly been an ending to this potential pregnancy, or there's a question of paternity. But well, either way, deep sympathy and regret. Judgment falls upon the Four of Wands, which represents the marriage card, the World. So they may not be together, but they are still posting as if they are together. Yes. Yes. Absolutely justice for us. Knight of Wands falls under the Moon, which means this is the card I get around, but in secret. This was something that you love to do. It was a wish fulfillment. Six of Pentacles. This is dropping a huge bag on somebody. Unearned income, the Hermit. So not only was he messing with her, but he was allegedly tricking off a lot of money on her. That had to come to the end, the World. And the sun here falls over the Five of Cups. Once everything was illuminated, it brought deep sympathy and regret. And then boom, there's the meltdown. Yeah, justice for us. Here's the meltdown. Because it falls under death and the emperor. So she may not have found out about it until a procedure may have possibly been done. Wow. Once again, Wheel of Fortune. Uh-oh, Wheel of Fortune. Y'all, this is... No wonder she was going on the internet cutting up on everybody so tough. Third party involvement falls under judgment and the Four of Wands. Third party is, of course, you know, him turning up and partying and having a good time with outside people. I ain't even trying to be funny, y'all. I can't tell nobody how to be in a relationship or how to be together. But, you know, she was willing to bring girls home and all that type of stuff. And this is why I never believed in that. Because it's like you giving somebody all the clearance in the world to have extracurricular activities, and they still go out and want more. Yeah, these bots are out of control. They saying some real crazy stuff. Yeah, so Cardi saved his life and freedom. This is now I see why she was crying and she was going off the way she was, talking about him playing in her face, and then this the thanks she get. Justice for us, and Nikki got her hand in the same jar. North, south. I'm from Jerry, Texas. Love you. Take care. Oh, thank you. Same to you, sweetie. Let's see. Thank you, Stephanie. So, Miss Angel, did you hear what the reporter said recently about Camel? No, baby, tell me. Yes, she did. Kaylin, she did mention something about your life is bad, must be a hex on your life. She did say that. She did say that. Why, thank you, Justin. Said most people in the industry on top got their hands in a dark jar. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, people got to realize that there, a lot of folks are willing to do some very strange, dark things to be on top, is especially if they feel like we can't see it. You know, it's no telling what people will do to be in certain rooms and to be in alliance with certain people. That's why nobody should ever be jealous of anybody. We're doing several topics, Stephanie. The Angel, I feel Jay Prince dabbles in black magic. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. Anytime you get into higher levels of money, and depending on what your upbringing is. A lot of people have a mamba, or they have, you know, a root worker, somebody that, you know, handles certain assignments for them. Let's see, he wrote, "Hey Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked about your alleged mistress. Oh, wow. Right before she died and was murdered. I know everything." Oh, baby, I didn't even see that. I'm glad that you actually brought that up, because somebody asked about Kathy White. She went by Kathy Karina White. So let me change the cards so that we can see what's going on with her energy. Because even the original ME reports conflict with the final ME reports. And right after, excuse me, I want to say possibly, what was it, a week after she passed away, we ended up finding out that Beyonce was supposed to be having Blue. She announced it on an award show. Yeah, they and it's interesting because they said that those two were out with each other a lot. So if I'm correct, but if I'm correct, the timeline of him and Kathy Karina White kind of overlapped him and Blue Cantrell, like Blue going out, her coming in. And it's just like just wow. Show me the energy around Kathy Karina White. Yeah. You got a major secret here. You got High Priestess, and then you got the Nine of Swords, which is high anxiety. Someone who was not able to get any rest. Someone who was in fear. Now, it's rumored that the last 2-3 weeks of her life, she was contacted by someone in the media who was made aware of their situationship, allegedly, and they wanted to talk to her about it and offer her an interview. And they said that she contacted Camel, told him that these people wanted to interview her, and allegedly she was thinking about taking it. And within 2 weeks of her telling him that she was going to take this interview, she ended up no longer being here with us. Yeah, Justice. Camel, what do you think about the lady who wrote Bling? I think she hit on something that was a little too close to home. So you got the High Priestess fell out first, and then the Three of Pentacles. This is a secret yet sacred union. Eight of Cups, walking away from this relationship due to a very big secret. There you go. You got Justice and you got the secret. Justice can represent not only balancing the karmic scales, but it can represent discipline. Disciplining someone to bring justice. Hey, Lightnell, you're never late. when I didn't have a plan to go live. Justice for us. Was she pregnant? Well, we gonna see, because this moon keep on coming out. Got the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. So once again, Temperance is a balance through a new beginning card, but it's also a card for me when somebody gets their soul lifted, and that falling behind justice means that to keep the balance on someone's success, they needed balance through a new beginning by possibly allegedly lifting someone's soul. Hey, DeMarcus, mom. This King of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Lovers, okay? Okay, so this was a wish fulfillment after being cut off over a secret. What was the secret? What was Kathy Karina's secret? Okay, so you got this King of Pentacles. That's showing allegedly she was in this union with this King of Pentacles, because it's 3 of Pentacles over the King of Pentacles. Okay? Confirmed. Lovers. Justice falls over the 8 of Pentacles. That means balance had to be brought to continue to work, because what? She was going to come forward and talk, y'all. Said you can't see me. See, they've been playing with my live all night. This is the second one because I had to log off and come back on. Yeah, she was going to come forward and talk, y'all, about their union. And this falls under the Wheel of Fortune. This is like a publication was willing to pay her to come forward and talk. And this was considered to be conflict in communication. Hey, Sam V. Yeah, Queen of Cups, Hangman. Queen of Cups is a very intuitive woman, and this falls under the Temperance. Now remember, y'all, I told you the Temperance is a card of transition. It was a hangman. It's like she had to transition for him to keep the balance, to keep things quiet, to continue to work, allegedly. Wow, you got 2 face down and 1 face up. Face up is the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords falls under the 9 of Cups and the High Priestess, which means this was a high priority secret. That was a wish fulfillment that somebody had to be cut off over a choice that they were making. This person that was in a union with him, who was going to move forward from this toxic situation into calmer waters. Now also, if you know Greek mythology, this represents traveling across the river Styx. And in Greek mythology, when a soul passes on, they had to ride on the ferry, and the ferry person takes them over to the underworld. And you're supposed to put coins in that person's hands so that they have the money to pay to travel on the river Styx. They could pay the ferryman to take their soul to the other side. Yeah, no one tells Mr. Camel no, and no one tells on Mr. Camel, allegedly. Knight of Cups. Listen, y'all. You got the Wheel of Fortune falls right on top of the Knight of Swords to the Knight of Cups. She was going to tell about how he first approached her. Tell about their union. And this is obsessive and negative type energy. He was obsessive. This man, it's one of those things where it's like you don't tell the right hand what the left hand is doing. Now, remember what I told y'all. They were willing to pay her for the interview. And this was her tower. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So, y'all, look. This was her tower. The wounded warrior and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords plays no punches. She tells the truth. So this is someone who could have allegedly been injured or harmed repeatedly because they were going to tell the truth. Bottom of the deck, the world had to be brought to an end. Say, what you put out, you must get back tenfold or pay a deadly price, normally a sacrifice. Yes, Sanvi. Yeah. Yeah. Justice for us. Because that literally, that flew over my nail if you saw it. You're absolutely right. Push that out my hand. Saying somebody's compulsive, obsessive. This is someone who would not let go. I'm hearing the Rick Ross song, that money make me come. Obsessive over money. Scroll up so I can see the rest of what the reporter said. Let me see, how far back am I going? Uh-oh. Okay, I thought I read all of what the reporter said, that I know everything. I was the reporter who, so pretty much that must have been the reporter who was going to do this interview. Because for them to be willing to pay her, she had some very big information. Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. Okay? So this is like trying to stall somebody out. Y'all, they were going to pay her a hefty amount. What she had was going to be a blockbuster interview. Here come the short bus shorties in the chat, y'all. Well, I'm glad that you came out the closet, but can you tell us a little less, Marilyn? There's other people on this chat that might be that way too, and they're normal people. Can't you be normal? Oh, there you go. Let's escort you out too. First of all, David Coffee, I don't know everything, and I have no idea why your heart is heavy. Let's see. Just like Kim, that's why Puff, yeah, said she was going to put out that book and do an interview, and then look what happened. Okay, thank you. Thank you, y'all. Kim was going to expose more than gay allegations. Yeah, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, to a certain extent, it's like everybody has heard a rumor or two about that, and it's like, who really cares? You know, if that's what you like, that's what you like, that's your business. But it's the stuff that went off into criminality that made the difference. Yeah, this is, hold on. camel when they get to exposing you. So here we go, idea and robbery. So yes, the bots are botting like never before. Withdraw. So she was backing away from him. He had her in a situation where she felt trapped. Hold on, that last one, I don't even know if that one was a bot. Cause y'all, don't the barbs use the pink hands? Oh, you gave them a timeout. I think the bots, the barbs use the pink hands. They've been real cool with us. Let's see, Sam V. That's Kim Porter's phone went missing. 2 of her laptops went missing too. And it's like, how does all this stuff go missing just because somebody so-called had the flu? I've never seen a flu that made all of your electronics disappear. Well, you know what? Sean Boswell, he's definitely looking like he fit that profile. Let's see, will Puffy ever be held accountable for... Hold on, where did we go? Would he ever be held accountable for unaliving Erica Kennedy? That's the lady who wrote the book, right? Said, yes, ma'am, we do, but you just never know with these bots. Okay. Okay, thank you, Cameron. I'm like, the barbs have the pink hands, like... illness. So, y'all, this is... whoo. These people do some offbeat stuff that just... illness and gold. So it was a goal to possibly do something to her through an illness. Didn't she pass away from an alleged illness? Robbery. Yeah, perseverance. Robbery connected to a goal to do something to an illness is to rob somebody of their vitality, to keep them from persevering. Ooh. Indulgence falls under idea. Oh, wee. And it's after conflict. Now you see this commitment. This is somebody who's fighting to get out of a commitment. It falls under the illness card. And this was a strategy that was scheduled, which means planned. And to answer that question for whoever asks, was she pregnant? Look at this. The sweetheart card. Y'all. Kathy Karina was allegedly that's dirty. That is so dirty. Sam V. allegedly Kim's nasal spray was poison. Yeah, scheduled conflict. Yeah, robbery and conflict. And they said that she supposedly had an aneurysm, but it was trauma to her head because she protested. Now the question is, how far was she? Because it's mighty interesting that a pregnancy announcement came out within a week of this woman perishing. So my guy said Mr. Camel got a list of women and babies he unalive. Sam V too far to, yeah. The reason why I'm asking this is because that next week there was a pregnancy announcement. If y'all remember, Wendy Williams ran it into the ground about that interview when a certain person sat down and their stomach folded like a lawn chair. And she showed that footage over and over again and asked everybody from the production assistants to the audience, had they ever seen a pregnant woman's belly do that? And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I said the same thing, but it wasn't just about the belly folding. It was more so about how she sat down in those heels with a big belly. Now, for everybody in here who's had a child, who's been pregnant before, y'all know once your belly get to a certain point, it's down, in between your legs. Like you sit down like this. It ain't no, legs together, turn, cute, sit down, because you can't once your stomach get to a certain size. Wait, why did I look on Google and Bae was wearing the same ring as Karina? Oh, wow. Yeah, you got to lean back and squat. Exactly. Or else you will plop and fall down on the seat, on the couch. It's a process to it. You don't sit with your legs together, and especially sitting down in some 6-7 inch heels and you that far. You need some time to to balance yourself, to ease down, and to like you say, you gotta relax yourself. You gotta squat into the seat. Listen, Niecy, I'm serious. Once you get into that second trimester, you trying to sit down with your legs together like that, you might fall your ass off the damn seat. It's not an easy feat. It's just not. Guess that's why they got free up off of TV. That's been alleged for years. Yeah, so them legs gonna stay open while sitting down because you got too much blood flowing down there, and the baby is sitting right there in between your legs. It's hard to close your legs completely when you're in your second trimester. So when I saw the way she tried to sit down, I said, that don't look right. But then when she actually sat down and it did this, I said, oh, but I give you this. That interviewer, he deserves every award that they have for journalism, because he saw that and he kept the interview going like he didn't see a damn thing. They would have cut the commercial on me. I'm going to tell you that right now. Right, the legs stay open. Said, I'm sorry, that belly folded. That was enough for me. Shit folded like, yes. And now the chair in the Alabama brawl. Oh, no. Wait a minute. I got to go back. Oh, my God. Y'all don't even know. I got a whole bunch of little miniature lawn chairs I ordered, and I passed them out after that. Oh, it says free play slow. Like she didn't know what was wrong. When I asked her about it, she claimed to not know what I was speaking on. Oh, wow. One day the surrogate will speak out. Y'all, who remembers all the hoopla from the hospital where they had all those guards with those assault rifles and they made the hospital turn off all the surveillance cameras on that floor? Like, what type of protocol is that? Like, I would have been ready to sue the hospital if I was having my baby in that same facility, because with those cameras off, let's say that somebody baby possibly got hurt or came up missing. That's a huge security breach to everybody else's children. Let's see, what is this? I was wondering what all y'all was discussing and channeling. I stumbled upon this discussion, but appreciate the cards Ma's reading. Okay. Babyface Kizzy. Okay, what's up with you? Listen, the women in here know what I'm talking about. You getting that second trimester, your legs are not, they not gonna be like this. It's too much going on down there. You don't mean to sit like that, but it's just uncomfortable. Those legs, they get to a certain point, they are open. So they were saying that camel face wife surrogate is an unknown Latin woman. Y'all, all I could tell you is when they posted those pictures from what was allegedly the first day, when the baby was born, I called bullshit because her skin looked too developed to be born on that day. Anybody who's ever seen an infant the day that they were born, like right after you wash them off or whatnot, the skin is very thin and the pigment has not set in yet. That baby looked to be like 2-3 months old. Yeah, so they shut the whole wing down. They sure did. Shut the whole hospital down. It was weird, acting like the coming of Jesus was happening. Yeah, and they didn't do none of that for the next set of babies. Like, why didn't y'all do that for the twins? So it was a woman that did... There was a woman that did speak out, but everyone thought she was clout chasing. We never saw or heard from her again. Yeah. Yeah, and she was sitting there holding Blue like she was a gifted child. That whole thing was weird, y'all. Blue looked to me to be at least 2-3 months old when I saw her. She did look like a doll. Said it looked like a doll. What is that? Almost looked like one of those baby reborn dolls. It was just, I saw that picture and I'm thinking to myself, like, they must really think we're crazy, because how many people have never seen a brand new infant? I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people haven't. I got a million nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews. I delivered a couple of them. So I know what the skin looks like when a baby is first born. The skin is very thin. The baby's pigment has not set in yet. The eyes are not quite as focused that first day. Now, you got some babies that's born the first day and they nosy as hell because they've been here before. But it was obvious that was not a, day old or 2-day old or even 3-day old baby. That baby was a few months old. Could that have been the baby able to go home and that was Kathy's baby? Oh, sugar. Now that's something to look into. Justice for us. I'm telling you, it's like you were in my head, because I was thinking to myself, like, it sounds so outlandish, but at the same time, here it is. This woman happens to, leave us the next week there's a pregnancy announcement, and yeah, and then remember y'all when they put out the footage, that grainy footage picture of Joanne when she was supposed to be pregnant. It was like, oh, she was so big. She was like I think they said she was like 180 or 190 pounds. And don't get me wrong, you know, depending on your frame, that can be very big. But there's a lot of everyday women that are anywhere from 160 to 180, and they don't look like puffin stuff. But, you know, looking back on that picture in my memory, that could have been something that was generated. Because remember, y'all, when we saw Janet Jackson pregnant, we actually saw her in a real picture out and about traveling, and she did get, you know, big within her pregnancy. Of course, you know, that happens. But it was like it was a weird, like, grainy, like, closed caption picture from a weird angle. It wasn't like a regular picture. Let's see, I looked in Google and I also saw photos with Claudia and her. I wonder what all she knows. Claudia. Hold on, let me. Okay, I thought that was the Claudia you were talking about. I missed a bit. So Kathy passed September 1st, 2011. Blue was allegedly born January 7th of 2012. Body double. Yeah, the twins never got that treatment, even though she claimed that she almost passed due to negligence of the doctors. Right. That's exactly what I was just hinting on. There was no huge thing with security and shutting off all the cameras. It was a total different vibe. Yeah, they said she almost died in labor, and one of the twins had issues in birth, and like they had stopped breathing. I think that was the son. So they were also spotted at a table with camel face. And yeah, him and Switty. That's the name y'all gave him, Switty. Yeah, that was in Vegas. I remember those pictures. I love it that y'all being creative. Keep being creative, because it slows down the bots. Okay, so let's tap into that. Is there any possibility that this could allegedly be Kathy's baby? Ooh, excuse me, y'all. Now, interesting enough, justice and temperance, which means there is balance that was brought through a new beginning. Now, pages are children and also messengers. King of Pentacles. So it's saying this King of Pentacles made a choice. Balance through a new beginning from a passionate situation, full steam ahead. dark association that she was bound and attached to that brought a tower. Zach's life, get your happy ass out of here. I don't even ask for money on my channel. I dare you. Now, I want y'all to see this. This card landed literally like this on my hand. There's somebody else about to come forward and share a whole lot of information, and it's going to be a hangman. And they're sharing this information about this King of Pentacles. And they're going to show that the choice he made was a hangman, y'all. Now, interesting enough that you guys brought up the information about the reporter. To my intuitives, tell me what you get here. You know, said Kanye knows some things, which is why they calling him crazy. Well, here's the thing. Kanye may have an issue, but nobody cared about the issue when they used his creative genius. Said, I remember Beanie Siegel was going to talk. Justice for us, tell me what you get with this. Emperor, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, say they wanted to do Kanye the way they did Wendy. Well, Wendy turned out to still have some fire in her. See, the genius about Wendy putting out this documentary and the timing that she did it is that the person who was over her money is getting ready to go before the court to be reevaluated. So them putting this out here put that lawyer and the judge under scrutiny, which means they have to put a whole nother judge on the case, and this lawyer has to be evaluated by a whole nother court, which means that she can get out of this alleged conservatorship. Remember the text messages Kanye put out about the doctor? Kanye dropped a gem in his documentary. Beyonce. Yeah, it's more than just a new beginning. The Emperor is the father of the deck, also a controlling man. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, Justice for Us made a foolish, irrational decision about a truth. What was this truth? King of Wands. King of Wands represents also somebody who can be impulsive with their actions. And let's remember, King of Wands represents Sagittarius, so she's calling him out personally. This is a tower for the King of Wands and his wish fulfillment to cut her off in secret. Y'all, she's coming through like Kim Porter. Yeah, the emperor takes a risk to speak the truth. But see, this time around, this is saying that the emperor took a risk to stop the truth. Remember, she was coming forward to speak. What will be the final say? Will Wendy be okay? Wendy needs to get somewhere where she can be sober. And it's sad because there's really not anybody Wendy can trust right now. Yeah, I told her to speak her truth. I kept telling y'all, and it's the more I do these readings on particular people, the more I'm seeing how everybody's energy is tied into one another. When I do, as y'all say, P did it readings, or Switty is gonna crack me up from here on out. I always see him and the camel simultaneously, like they mirror. So you got P did it over here, whose domino is already falling. You got Camel over here who's waiting, but his domino is about to fall. So yeah. What is Memphis Bleak role in this? Because it was around that time Jay-Z told him don't have to do nothing else, and he got him forever, and he's been well kept ever since. I'm hearing buying silence, but let's see. The cards are sticking, y'all. What'd I say? The moon. So he's keeping people comfortable who have certain information, allegedly. Yep. Here you go, justice for us. He knows where the bones are buried. Secret and truth. Mm-hmm. Justice for us, I'm telling you. He knows. I don't care how cocky he is, how much of a God complex he has. He knows his time is coming soon. That's why he was on that stage talking about, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. Yeah. See, we're in the time where everything is getting exposed. Justice for us, I'm telling you. And see, I told y'all, for the people who watched the deactivation series on P Did It, I told y'all he taking everybody with him. If he saw you eat crayons in the 3rd grade, it's getting told. He said, you and Sloan said Jay-Z is done. Well, absolutely. And I had told y'all that as I was doing Tori's readings, as things get, untied for Tori and he comes closer to coming home, the people behind it would be closer to facing legal troubles. as he comes out, they're going to be going down and possibly preparing to go in. And it's all attached to karma. Sometimes it's not just what you do, it's who you do it to. Justice for us. Yeah. See, you could do things for a good 20, 30 years and get by. And then you do something to the wrong person, a person that has an anointing on them, a person who has a parent that is a prayer warrior. And that's the last straw. That literally, y'all, was the straw that broke the camel's back. I gotta, let me read a couple of these. Yeah, I literally, I have a reading I gotta do because I've been channeling camel really, really hard. It's like God has been on my back to really, really put him out there. Said those are the same people Jay-Z sent the check, not clear anymore. It's the season of going to the help themselves rooms. Yeah. I ain't lying. You eat crayons in the third grade. He telling on you. So, y'all pay attention to this because I've been getting visions, right? And like I told you, I don't need these cards. I use the cards so I don't have to go too far deep into channeling. Because when I get to channeling, I can astral project a whole bunch of stuff. And it, depending on what it is, it can take a lot of energy because it gets deep. But in this vision I had, I was allowed to sit there and I was able to see it was God on one side of the table and the devil on the other, and they were at a poker table. And I couldn't hear the full conversation. When they allowed me in to listen, they had come to an agreement that the camel had blasphemed against the above and the below. And they both came to an agreement that the only way for him to, be dealt with is for them both to cut their ties. And he has no protection from above and no protection from below. And it blew me away because, we always are taught that you can blaspheme against the Most High. But that was the first time I ever saw that you can blaspheme against the Most Low. So it was literally God and the devil having a meeting about getting rid of him. So any petitions he puts out, the demons are being told that they are, no longer to assist him in certain things. And when this happens, you're going to see that he's not able to just get out of certain things anymore. He's not going to be able to just escape scrutiny because he lost his covering. Yeah, it says Jay-Z has to now reap what he's sown. Oh, he's definitely gonna reap, and this is reaping season. We're in the season of people being held accountable and final redemption. This is like a last ditch effort to get right. You either get right or you get left for real. And I know a lot of the fans, they don't think that they do idol worship, but the idols that they are worshiping they're all about to be decommissioned. A lot of people are about to fall from grace permanently. They're going to lose finances. They're going to lose, public appeal. Same things that built them up, the media, all the different tricks that they use to build these people up. They're going to use those exact same things, those exact same tactics to tear these people down. This is why I tell y'all, all this stuff going on with Tory, remember, the media facets that covered this from the very beginning. Why aren't they talking about his petitions now? Yeah, position shifting, time for new blood. Absolutely. Out with the old and in with the new. And that's what this is. People are being decommissioned. Their time is up. See, the things that they help you to cover, they're the same things that they help to, get rid of you with. They'll hide it for you to use it against you later. Yeah. And see, a lot of the people that are in the Bayhive, they don't even understand what the terminology hive means. See, when you're, practicing high level magic, okay, a coven is anywhere from 3 to, I want to get this right. It's no more than like 20 to 30. A hive is like hundreds of thousands, okay? So when she calls them hive, she's letting it be known that they're a part of her, high magic community, okay? It's larger than a coven. Is she feeding off their energy? Yes. But see, it's no longer working like it used to. That's why they're doing all this shifting and, wearing all these different hats. Okay, I'm going to run over here and do this. I'm going to run over here and do that. Because, they don't understand that they're being decommissioned. This is coming from the top. They're being decommissioned. It's one of those what goes up must come down type things. Yeah, help build you up only to tear you down. Absolutely. Absolutely. They signed up for guidance they didn't understand. They would have to pay back and not cash out mind, body, and spirit. So her concerts always look like rituals. You just reminded me. I'll probably do it tonight before I go to bed. I got to do a reading on her hair care line. Oh, thank you, sweetie. I love your YouTube channel. It's it's one of those things to where as much as these people study numerology, okay? Because numerology, if you really want to understand how these things work, you got to understand planetary alignments. You have to understand, astrology, astronomy, astrology, and numerology, because these are a lot of things that they study to forecast things. Now, somebody mentioned Sloan Bella. This is one thing that I love about Sloan Bella breakdown. She is genius with the way that she breaks down astrological charts. And a lot of those people, well, not a lot of those people, all of those people, when you get to a certain level up there, they all do that because they know what stars you're born under. They know the alignment of those stars. They know the alignment of your natal chart. They know your downfall through your natal chart. They know what you're projected to be predestined to do from your prenatal chart. This is why you can't just up and join those societies. They pick you because they study you from the very beginning. They know the science behind the numbers attached to your name. If they name you because it puts a certain energy on you, which keeps you under a certain vibration. Everything that they do is attached to some kind of spirituality. Dark spirituality, but spirituality nonetheless. Yeah, that's why Nikki protects Papa Bear. Yeah, she's not giving people the chance to know the numerology of that baby's name, and that's smart. Oh, wow. So y'all don't know his actual birthday either. That's all to keep people from knowing his natal chart. That's very smart. Because, I mean, once certain facets know your actual name and your natal chart, they know, the area that you were born in, longitude and latitude. They know the time of birth when you were born. They factor all of these things in and they'll make a full natal chart on you. And once they know your natal chart, they start to map things out for your life. So what's up with Kim? Something's off about her. Talking about Kylie's sister Kim. As she doesn't want him in the industry at all. I wouldn't blame her. The industry can be a very dark place. When I used to tell people about some of the things I would see at parties and things of that nature, they thought I was crazy. And then later on down the line, when people started to speak out, it was like, oh, you told me about that like 10 years ago. Yeah, that protection, those spells can be cast without it. Well, spells can still be cast. You just don't want them to have that much information to direct the energy, in such a way. So Nikki gave that baby a fake B-Day. Honey, I don't blame her. I want to know what's up with Little Kim and Nikki, what happened between them. Um, that's something that goes back to the beginning of Nikki's career. When she was coming up in the mixtape days, and then it kind of picked up again after she got to Young Money, because what a lot of people don't know is Kim was working behind the scenes at Young Money. Um, she was, supposed to be becoming a president of the company, and there was a bait and switch, and her and Baby had a big falling out due to that time. Yeah, that beef was over a record. I think it was it called Blowing Money Fast? If y'all look it up, it's on YouTube, because the song was just supposed to be Lil Kim and Birdman, and then they added Nicki at the end. And back then, I don't know if you all remember this, but iTunes used to have a comment section where you could comment on the music, and people were like, well, at the time Nikki was unknown. It was like, who was that chick on the end? Like, Kim washed her and all of this, that, and the other. And eventually Birdman just scrapped the song, but the song is still on YouTube. It's been uploaded. Easier to block spirit direction without the birth date and name. Also easier to break binding spells without specifics. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it said Kim, Lil Kim ethered Nikki. I'm trying to, hold on, let me see. Because I'm going to tell y'all the name of the song so y'all can look it up. Y'all give me a second. There we go. Let's see. Little Kim and Birdman. Grinding, making money. That's what it's called, y'all. There we go. Yes, justice for you. Grinding, making money. This song is like 14, 15 years old. This was... And then also, Little Kim was saying that she was playing around with a new sound. She wanted to do something that sounded like world music out of Sandro Pay. And she accused Nicki of stealing her sound. And she said that Nicki used that sound in the song she got called Automatic with her and Tierra Marie. Which a lot of people to this day, if you didn't actually listen to Nicki in the beginning, you may not know that song Automatic. But Nicki Minaj definitely had a song with Tierra Marie called Automatic. He said, that's your song. Well, I think it's beyond the record because Kim said that she was taking shots at her before the record, but she just let it pass because she thought that it would be good for music. And, you know, once they added her to the song, she's like, you know, we could do a video for it. And Kim was planning on going to work the background because allegedly she was supposed to be in like the president position at Young Money. And then it got switched up and Wayne ended up in that position. And Kim put out a diss song to Birdman called Warning with her and Uncle Murder. So y'all look that one up too. So it's a few things. Said Little Kim didn't write the majority of her raps, plus got trained by Junior Mafia. She was Cardi before Cardi. I ain't gonna say that because Lil Kim had a flair that Cardi still doesn't have to this day. Without the impact that Kim came through with fashion and the way that she actually brought her style to the forefront, you wouldn't have, I say 95% of these girls being sexy right now and doing high fashion and music. It even changed, you know, how Foxy came to the table. And Foxy and Kim were going head up to the point to where the men weren't even selling in comparison to Foxy and Kim anytime they were dropping. So I can't say that at all. So Nicki did a song with will.i.am. Nicki sings and raps. Nicki is nothing like Kim. I'm still going to, DeMarcus' mom, I'm still going to say that Nicki was inspired by Kim, but they totally have two total different styles and two different directions. But even with that, Nicki's manager, Big Fendi, was behind a lot of those decisions because Big Fendi was infatuated with Kim. So Kim was a sex icon to me, not Barbie like her fans are trying to say. Well, Kim was the first one that started the Black Barbie, so you gotta give credit where credit is due. She was the one that started that whole thing. Only difference is when Kim came into the mix, MySpace and what was the other one? Black Planet. The internet was it's a dinosaur back then compared to what it is now. Kim did a lot of that without any of this. There was no YouTube. There was nothing like what we're doing right now. Said Nicki don't really want to give him credit that she deserves. I just said Fendi is messy. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like Fendi was a big part of tying Nicki in the early part of her career to Kim's image and her brand. And I think that Fendi did that on purpose to try to get Nicki more traction, but he didn't have to, because Nicki had a thing where she was theatrical and she had the bars. So it wasn't anything that he had to, he didn't have to do that. And then, you gotta also think that Fendi was, throwing parties where he would bring in adult film stars and then have Nicki at these parties. Because remember, Fendi gave her the name Minaj. So he would have her at the parties with the film stars, and you could pull up the pictures with her and Pinky and all of that. And these were the type of things he was tying Nicki to. And then it was like later on down the line when she got with Deb Antony allowed her to get more into her own sauce. Said Lady Marmalade was Kim's #1 record. Yeah. I mean, I think they both have more going on behind the scenes, and a lot of what happened between the both of them. I think the flame was fanned more so by men. And see, women have to be careful, especially female artists. They have to be careful of letting men get in the middle of their stuff, because men can gossip way worse than any women when they, decide they want to get in the mix. Said Kim charting wasn't bought either. No, it wasn't. Back then the marketing went into way more different things. Like what they do now, they literally buy these whole girls a career like buying a packaged lunch. Back, when Nicki was coming in, back when Kim and Foxy were coming in, you had to do the work. If you couldn't sell, they didn't push you. They didn't put money into what could not sell. We see Justice for Us, and it was without social media. Most of Nicki's best top records is pop rap. Kim was hip hop rap. Kim stood with the men. I agree with that. That's why I said Kim and Nicki have two totally different lanes. Both great in their own ways, just totally different lanes when it comes down to it. Foxy Brown is going deaf because is Foxy Brown going deaf because of magic, or was there actually something wrong that caused it? Bria, there was actually something wrong that caused it. Yeah. Kim wasn't retired. She was in, she was in Martha Stewart's detention center. Absolutely. Okay, I don't know where that came from. Says Nicki's image is not bad. I never said anything about her image being bad. I don't know where you getting that from, DeMarcus' mom. I never said anything about her image being bad. We're having an open, honest discussion. I can give everybody credit where credit's due, but I'm going to also tell the truth on both ends. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I never said anything about her image being bad. So the STD she didn't take care of is, yeah, it's said to be what caused Foxy to go deaf. Yeah. I mean, that's why I said I wish that, a lot of the females could learn to, even if you have beef, handle your beef at your own accord. Because it's a lot of men, y'all, behind the scenes that fan the flame to these beefs. And part of it is having control. Said, no, he is talking to me. I had a question. Okay, I don't know what y'all doing in the chat. You got women, like when I first came into the industry years ago, I worked in production. And it was unheard of, especially, with me being 18 years old, 17, 18 years old, coming into a studio and mixing and mastering and producing music, especially, was considered to be, what turned into like trap music and I guess you could say drill. Like I was producing that type of music like in the late 90s. I was producing a type of music to where like what's that song, Triumph, like that type of music. So it was always a boys club for me. So I had to know how to roll with the men because there really wasn't any women around during the time that I was coming in. And there's female producers now, and if you go on iTunes you can pull up the female producers and it'll show you the songs that they're behind, but it's still very few and far and in between when it comes to female producers that are prominent. DeMarcus mom, I'm not gonna say all the women pick Kim's side. That's not necessarily true. But what I will say is, when somebody is winning, people can feel threatened. Everybody didn't pick Kim's side. A lot of people turned on Kim, especially when Kim went to prison. There's still people right now that talked about Kim being old and bitter and miserable. And those same people are now saying that same stuff about Nikki. It's the exact same language. And I find it interesting how they feel like once a woman hits 35, 40, she's automatically old and washed up and bitter and, you can't, expect anything out of her. But those are the same women like Nikki who are breaking the records, who are still out here having motion. But a lot of these young chicks can't make it from year to year and build an eighth of what either one of them has done. Oh yeah, Kim went to federal prison due to the situation that went down at the radio station, which was attached to her and Foxy. Once again, where the men got involved and the pow pows came out. So I don't like when they attack Nikki's husband about that case. Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and cape for her husband because he's been caught up in a whole bunch of stuff outside of that. And she knew what she was signing up for when she married him. So if anything, if they're going to come for her, after a while, you got to just come for her directly. Because if your problem is with her, you can't keep addressing her husband. What her husband has done or haven't done still doesn't take away from her success. It says you're sad because people expect Nicki to carry this torch of female unity when they have been breaking her down since she started. Well, Cameron, here's one thing though. Here's a fact. When Nicki first came in, she came in talking about all the bitches who've been in the game for 10 years, for them to get out the way. She was taking shots coming in the door. So it's that part is like, you know, energy coming around full circle. But like I said before, the females in hip hop gotta stop letting the men get in their ear and get in the way, because they could have been making way more money if they was linking up, going on tour with each other and doing more music together. Said Nicki wanted to hit her on her hip because the industry is a dangerous place. Oh, I definitely understand that. Vincent, your mom is a nice man. Well, your daddy is a beautiful woman. Let's get you out of here. Justice for us. Nikki's hands aren't clean. She didn't have Casey Olivia Pope on payroll for nothing. I mean, if you get to a certain level in any business, let alone entertainment, you need to have an Olivia Pope, period. It would make sense to have one. So Angel Jag said she got, hold on. Jag said she got documents from DMX hospital paperwork. A strange medical team came in to render aid. They worked on no one else. They left. He passed away alone. The nurse was in distress. Honey, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Said and Jag went off the grid after she got that paperwork. The nurse said that the team, yeah, I would not be surprised. Let's see, I think Cardi should have dropped that song she played for her birthday. I think that would have been better. Either that or she should have just waited for the song that she has with Shakira to drop. I mean, if you got a song with Shakira, it's guaranteed to be a global success, because Latin music has a fan base all around the world. I would have rather saved up my money, my time, and my energy and put it into launching that. Like, that just makes more sense to me. Because, I mean, it wasn't that this song she dropped was, you know, the worst, but I don't feel like it was worth a rollout. And I feel like it's something that, you know, she could have just, if she wanted to let it out for her fans just to give them something, she could have, you know, done that, you know, putting up like a video on YouTube, like one of those lyric videos or something. It did, to me, I personally don't feel like it deserved a rollout. I would have waited for the Shakira song to drop. Says she has to start claiming her Latin roots. I don't think she ever stopped claiming her Latin roots, but I think she's gonna have to start doing more Latin music for sure. And really, you know, she gave us a taste of that on the first album, but I think she needs to dive more into that, because the Latin fan base is a very, very, you know, faithful fan base that spends a lot of money. I mean, look at the song that Nicki was featured on with, what's the lady name? Was that Tusa? Was that it? The one with Karol G? Look at what that song did. I mean, she is Afro-Latina, but here's the thing. Whether she says the N-word or not, when people marry, somebody from a different culture, and they allow them to speak that language, you got to hold everybody accountable that is around them that allows them to speak that language. And just because she has Spanish roots doesn't mean that she still doesn't have, Afro-Latina roots. The only thing is, people got to understand that, the Latin American culture as a whole can be very biased and very racist towards its own people. They have a term called bettering the race, where they do not believe in having children with dark-skinned people if they can help it, because they want to better the race. And that's where, her colorism from time to time, when it jumps out, that's where it comes from. Like when she makes comments about her sister has the good hair and she got this hair, that comes from that same exact underlining energy. Like, I don't, all of you may not have, been following me for a while, but I'm a half breed. If I go to the res, they will call me the N-word faster than a white person would, depending on who you're dealing with. And the crazy thing is, my blood quantum is probably higher than the person that be willing to say that to me. So, yeah. Look at the next set of trolls. Let's say she did an interview a long time ago saying that she didn't want to date someone from her race. Yeah, she said that she always dated interracially. If I'm not mistaken, that might be the same interview. So, at least they sent me the nice set of trolls this time, y'all. Good morning. Maybe it's morning where you are. Yeah, okay, so it is the same interview. I remember that. I'll tell you one thing, though. One thing that I thought was strange. Whoever the makeup artist was who did her makeup for this last video, they didn't really do her any justice, because they made her look like Jigsaw in some of those shots. Like she was over contoured in some parts, and then the eyebrows, I don't know, it was a no for me. I didn't like the way they put her together. I didn't care for the look. Thank you. I didn't care for the look with the blonde hair. Not that I didn't like blonde hair. It's something about it. It's like, it didn't feel quite like it was completely pulled together for me. And she's usually very polished. Like, her glam squad usually does a really great job. But it was very scaled back. It was very scaled back. So why say her race when she's Latin and black? She only claims her Afro parts when it comes to defending her statements. I'll agree with that, Sanvi. I'll agree with that. So I wasn't feeling that pink look. Um, it just didn't feel well put together and polished for me. It felt rushed. But the pink look, let me see. The pink look looked like Tia Corinne. I don't know if you're familiar with Tia Corinne. I'm gonna pull her up and show y'all Tia Corinne.
It is
Uh-oh,
not
nope,
easy
nope,
to
nope.
make good beats with this kid.
Shut up, commercial man. So, hold on. So, let me see something. So, I don't know how well y'all can see this, but this is Tia Corinne. So this is what she looked like to me, what she reminded me of. Like Tia Corinne does the bleach blonde and pink naked eyebrows. Like that whole look was reminiscent of Tia Corinne to me. So I just wish my people had more pride. Hey Leah. So I think they was hitting for that Asian trend in fashion. Possibly, but I'm telling you, if you look up Tia Corinne, a lot of that look like what Tia Corinne does, because Tia Corinne has this offbeat type 90s thing that she's doing, where she's bringing back the hair looks from like the Freaknik era, but she's blending it with the Asian pop culture, and I don't know, it might be what she's heading for, but that's definitely where she got that from. I think it was the colored contacts. I don't know. Also, I'll say this, Kaylin. I think it was the lighting as well, because had the lighting been done better and they had better panels, lighting is amazing. Lighting can change everything. So that's what I was saying, when you have a high-end videographer, someone who is paid to film a certain way, and they, even know how to manipulate, what do they call it? Swatching and color therapy and things of that type of nature. It makes a huge difference, because it didn't look like they had the proper lighting and the right lighting panels. Had they have had the right lighting, it would have came off a lot better. But overall, I felt like they should have saved the rollout for her and Shakira. Really, they could have kept the bongo song and pushed her and Shakira, because the bongo song, it came, and then it shimmied right on off the charts. And it felt like they were trying to piggyback WAP, and it didn't get anywhere close. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all, because I feel like I've been holding y'all long enough. Said Cardi came out with a new face. They said she trying to look like Sweetie now. Damn. Lord have mercy. All I know is them damn eyebrows. It's the looks weren't. I don't know. I can't say they were half-assed. That's not the right way to put it. It's like she didn't have the right glam squad. They dropped the ball somewhere. It just wasn't completed effortlessly like her makeup and her hair has been in the past. It looked like when your little cousin that you've been so proud of gets out of hair school and you get them their first job. It didn't come together, not the way it needed to. Says you need to stop with all her surgeries. Well, I mean, hopefully whatever she does, she don't hurt herself when it comes to her health, and she don't end up looking like that cat lady from New York. Because y'all, that cat lady from New York was beautiful when you see what she looked like before she started trying to turn herself into a lion. Said Nicki has been doing the Asian look since 2009. They tried to say Nicki trying to be Meg Harajuku Barbie. Well, first of all, Meg kind of piggybacked off of Malibu Mitch. Because Malibu Mitch was doing the Sailor Moon thing because she is half Asian. And that was like part of her, tying in both of her cultures. So notice when Meg stopped dealing with Malibu Mitch, all of a sudden she started dressing like Sailor Moon. Let's see, it's because she don't have all that CGI and smoke screen. She looks scary in real life. Oh, damn it, Cameron. Harajuku Barbie, Nicki 2010. Yeah, without all the makeup and wigs, Cardi looks crazy as AF. You can see all the surgeries. Y'all, man, y'all getting ruthless. All I can say is you could tell the videography quality was not the same by far. It was very, hold this camera, I'm gonna go get dressed and we gonna do this. I was actually shocked to see that Armand Wiggins had, sat down and said that it was trash. I said, oh, wow. Her and Armand must have had a falling out. But, yeah, I would have saved all of that and let the rollout be for the song with Shakira, because Shakira has worldwide appeal. And Cardi messed up having the babies back to back and not completing actual tours. Like, she never pulled off a major tour. Like, she would do certain tour dates, but she has never pulled off a big major national tour. She will never be able to pull off doing a global tour because she's let the steam kind of dissipate. And now it's like, Barty Gang, they're looking for her. They're looking for music. But people are getting to the point where they're like, okay, is she going to put out something? Is she not? Is she going to put out something? Okay, whatever. Like, to me, I feel like more effort went into her verse that she did with Lotto than this song. Because that verse that she did for Lotto, that put it on the floor again, she actually was going in that verse. So it's like, what happened to whatever the writing combination was on that verse? Like, you needed whoever helped you put that together to put the next stuff together, because this one was one of those like, oh, okay, well, let's see what you got next. So they won't be able to understand her. She had Thailand confused. Oh my God. Cardi looks 100% different from when she came into the industry. Yeah, she does. She does. Like I said, I hate that they doing her eyebrows the way that they doing them, drawing them all the way up here in them damn old school ass Betty Boop type stick eyebrows, because it makes her face look too angular. They got to get back to softening up her makeup. So Miss Angel, next reading, can you see why her and Armand fell out? Yeah, I can. I sure can. I'll tap into that on Wednesday. Because they must have had a major falling out for Armand to just be like, okay, I don't give a damn, this song is trash. So she also needs to work on her speech. Cardi is trying to become mother of faces. She is also the... I had to take a moment of silence. Y'all are cutting up. Said people in the future are gonna say the pics was AI. She once had so much surgery. You know what? The thing about surgery, with people in the industry, it becomes addictive like people who have tattoos. And sometimes people don't know when to comfortably stop. Um, for me, I'm not against surgery. I'm just against getting surgery that doesn't make sense. Because in the long run, it's got to look good on you. And, anytime women of color get something done to their face, they have to understand that due to you having melanin, your skin heals different, it scars different. Then as you get older and you start to lose the collagen to your face, like you got all these young girls going to get these, what do you call these damn shots? They going to get these fillers, and they don't understand that, once you start losing the elasticity in your skin, these fillers start to stretch your skin, and now you got to keep going to get fillers because you've stretched your skin before you even got to the point to where the elasticity starts to lessen due to you losing collagen. So now you get to my age and you look crazy as hell because you've got all these shots in your face when you were young and you didn't let your face naturally age and do what it was going to do. That Cardi was dissing Meg. I didn't really get, I'm not gonna say I didn't get it. I didn't really feel like the horse and line hit like it was supposed to. But when she said just like a Coach bag, that ain't what you want, I couldn't do nothing but just buckle and drop my head like, damn. Said, I'm against it when you're trying to fit a black aesthetic or trying to change races. I don't think she's trying to fit a black aesthetic because it looks like she's shaving her nose down and her eyes are becoming more Asian. If anything, she's getting away from having a black aesthetic. I'm just tired of these young girls, especially young black girls, getting these damn fillers in their lip, and now the top lip is bigger than the bottom lip, and your lip don't damn move. You got all this lip gloss on this unmovable ass lip. Said I'm against it when you're trying to fit a black aesthetic and trying to change races. Jada Kingdom wears the hairstyle. I promise you, I just said that earlier. The blonde hair with the short bang. Jada Kingdom had that in a music video. It's actually like her thumbnail for a music video that she did not even like 6 weeks ago. I literally just said that, DeMarcus' mom. Uh, said I'm envious with a girl with nails like that. I can't. I'm too clumsy. I'm like the white girl that hustle and flow. Well, I'm the opposite. I cut my nails. I can't pick up change. I have to learn how to use a pen all over again. I get clumsy without them. Said she must believe what Nikki said. LOL. Meg was probably talking about her for real. Well, I mean, Meg keeps getting caught talking about a lot of people, and the industry is very small. Like, regular everyday life is 6 degrees of separation. The industry for me is like 2 degrees of separation. So it don't take long for stuff to make it back around. He did not just throw the whole thing away. Oh my gosh. No equilibrium, just knocking the shit. I'm the complete opposite. Like, even when I was younger, because I'm a musician first, like, I'm a trumpet player, y'all. So, like, when you, one of these days, I'm going to find some of the pictures from when I used to play. But you would see me playing and you could see my nails as I was playing. I've had nails since like 92. Cardi's ghostwriter party told Cardi what Meg said. I mean, hell, it ain't no telling who all told her. They said we just joined. What are we talking about? Right now we just talking randomly. I'm about to get out of here shortly because we've been on here for a minute. Said I play the cello, but anything else, Mac Dre, not my job. Detroit man, stay woke, brothers and sisters, okay? Yeah, I never could get the hang of playing reed instruments like woodwinds. I never could get the armature, but I can play all upper and lower brass. I also play acoustic guitar. But like I said earlier, I think it was in the other live before my chat got to freezing. From what I could see from Nikki's Oakland show, her set design and her production is amazing. Her lighting is awesome. So if it looks that good from my phone, I could only imagine what it looks like in person. She put together a really, really awesome production. I'm going to live again on Wednesday, which is my regular day. I only popped up today due to the Kelsey Nicole interview. I figured, why not? I could just imagine it was awesome from my phone. And like one of my brothers, he has a company where he does laser lights and he does lighting for large events. So I understand how they have to put together those panels and how they have to digitally create in the computer the lighting and how it's supposed to look. So a lot went into that. It's awesome. Oh, you're welcome to Marcus' mom. Like, um, even when she turned the arena pink, it wasn't even just that it was pink. It was a certain type of pink to where it was like the colors were melting. It was like it was going from like a almost like a magenta to a purple to a pink, the way it cast it out. Like it was a lot of thought that went into that. It was really, really pretty. Okay, Reaper, I see you like to play the dozens, but it works better when you actually crack on somebody and it's accurate. I'll let you have your moment though. Say, Nikki said, I'm using my budget on my tour and not on no videos. Well, she's definitely giving people, their money's worth. And who knows, she might pop up and shoot a video while on tour, like how Michael Jackson used to do, like when he did Dirty Diana. Like that was a video he did while performing on tour. Said, too bad these new rappers rather go against her instead of trying to learn from her. She's very business savvy and calculated. Well, I tell you one thing's for certain and two things for sure. She put a lot of thought into the way that she arranged the whole Gag City layout. And the real gag was everybody who talked about, oh, she must not be selling, she's not doing this, she's not doing that. That's why she's trying to get Cat Williams, because what was that? Just Hilarious saying that the economy is bad and all this, that, and the other. Um, I wonder what Just got to say now. Because even though I expected it to be nice, when I got to look at the total optics of how everything lined up to introduce her to come on the stage, it was just like, oh wow, this is like 4D anime. Like it was nice. It was really, really nice. So it's like you got to give credit where credit is due. Whoever put that together for her, they deserve every award that they could possibly get, because that's what you call production. Whether you like her music or not, that's what you call production. So yes, she took Barb inspired AI and brought it to reality. Okay, Reaper. Hello from Russia. Hi, baby. How are you? Yeah, that that set is amazing. Tasha was trying to say Nikki was going broke. They be hating on Nikki, but she remains blessed. If you're talking about Tasha K, she don't need to be talking about nobody going broke. Uh, Cat just spoke about it in Greensboro. He said he spoke with Nikki, and AT&T broke because everybody was calling to tell him. So he said she the reason why all our phones crashed. He is hilarious. Yeah, the scenery of the show was beautiful, but I saw a lot of people talk about the performance and how she had been performing lazy, so they said. Well, to each his own. I didn't really get to see her performance. I'll have to see some of her performance footage. But from what I could see from the production quality and how it was put together, that was stunning. Um, Just hates Nikki because of the Breakfast Club. I think Just hasn't figured out back of the house versus front of the house conversations yet. Right, you can't please everyone. Said Nikki never did anything to Jess. Not that I know of. I feel like Jess is taking the Angela Yee spot, and Angela Yee rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because she would sit there and let them speak negatively about women. Jess takes an active role in them speaking negatively about women. Like even with T.S. Madison having to come and get them together about the big back comments. It's like as a woman, you can't just sit there and let them drag women like that, because it's a thin line between trying to be funny and somebody just being hateful, because they don't go against men the way that they go against the women. And I do like I'm trying to think what's his name, when Beanie Siegel went on there and he cut into Charlemagne about how he talked to Little Mama. I feel like that needs to happen more often, because he would have never picked on her like that if he didn't feel like she was an easy target. And to me, that's cowardly. So why not celebrate a black woman doing something that has never been done before? Nikki is the first. Nobody said Nikki was lazy. I didn't really get to see her performance, so I don't know anything about that. But I give credit where credit is due. Her production quality, the way that was put together, was stunning. It was absolutely amazing. And you can't take that away from her. So I'm going to have to, look into her performances to see how her performance went. But from what I saw, it looked great. Nikki has been receiving great reviews. That's what I've been hearing. I saw the opening to the show and how they introduced her, and it was amazing. So I'm gonna give credit to what I saw. That was excellent. So Nikki did her thing. It, they said that Monica gave an amazing show as well, which for people that from the other fan bases that kept finding footage of Monica, when she was having off moments. Said you look like you need some money. Well, give me some then. Shit. Since you feel like I look like I need some money, make it rain. You should feel like Big Meech. Make it rain. Don't tell me what I look like I need and you ain't gonna give it to me. I don't know where you get that from. I look like I need some money. I'll definitely take some more from you. Because you don't see nothing over here that look cheap. Said Nikki is funny. Shit, don't be trolling me talking about I look like some money. Hell, you see that damn super chat button? Hit it a few times. Your card and your mama card. Get loose with it. Could the dark secret about a child be about Kathy? If you're talking about Kathy Karina, you you probably have to watch the playback on this, because we tapped into some energy around that for sure. I'm still tickled that you talking about I look like I need some money. Make it right. You see these nails? These ain't cheap. Y'all, where they come from with this foolishness? I still come on here and have a great time with y'all. Oh my goodness. What's your biggest secret? If you don't go and take a nap, don't talk to me until you hit my super chat, Mister. You look like you need some money. Y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I see another edition of Slow Bus Riders has pulled up into our chat. I love y'all. Mwah. Hey, Silent J from San Diego. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we ain't talking about nothing for them to even be here and spam us, Aquarius love. It's okay though. They love it over here. Simon W, I don't have on an outfit. I'm in my pajamas. You're welcome, Kaylin. Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. I will be back on Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. Um, y'all, if it works out, I'll be in my office in the basement. If not, I'll be right back up here in the dining room. I've been supposedly finishing my office forever. Half of it is done, but good night, everybody. Look, y'all, look at the chat. The slow bus has arrived. Talk to y'all later. Good night.